Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. So a player shaken up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 3. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Here, look at this Baltimore defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage likely tagged there on 3rd down. They actually closed on all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion to bring up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. Throw caught by Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Ravens are the perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And a
good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
In motion left, Flowers. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 and 6 and went out in the first round. I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward, jet sweep.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
At the 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Isaiah Likely, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. But you look at this defense. And they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Thomas will come in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. A nice, consistent gain.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action. Now Carr. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Williams is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now Carr feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. In motion goes the tight end. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lamar changing the play. Throwing is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. A strong running. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. of the pistol look. It's Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
A little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Spread the ball around this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Gotta make a play here.
Jackson now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Oh, what are we doing? Oh, man.
2nd and 10.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36.
27 yards. That's good for Baltimore. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. First down now, but then clock rolling.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And oh, it's blocked. It's picked up a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their own 17.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Saints 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on Friday. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
That one into the hands of Flowers. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. A beautiful fake. But they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
Now, I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Jackson going to shift him around. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more on that one and another first down. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Thomas goes in motion left. Carr now to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. That is caught. They'll have the 1st down and more than that. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Saints 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people were worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Fighting through, he's got space. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And quickly they get to the line. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Lamar changing the look. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Inside handoff now. Miller fights through and now a crease. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That puts a good dent into their first down setback. It's a pickup of 16. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Here's Carr. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He lets it go deep for Olave. That is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may like.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3.
We're good. 29.
Now Carr. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Carr, he wants to change up the look here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 37. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. In motion right is Thomas. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that pretty good for 30 and a 1st?
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
In motion left, Flowers. The slot man in motion right. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2. Jackson going to change things up a bit. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Throw caught by Flowers. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he has the Ravens first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. 119 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. Touchdown! Mark Andrews from 13 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Carr now going to fake the jet sweep and throw on play action. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8.